It's week 2 of the 2026 season, and all eyes are on Jamar Chase. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Bengals and the Browns, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they can be well set up for the rest of the year.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
Throwing to start the drive. Clifton. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Burrow will throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle. But they allow the conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go.
Up the middle they go. Spencer. And he's got a Bengals first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. The Bengals 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do him any favors. They gave him 2 road games right out of the gate, but the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jamar Chase with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now Watson. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 52 yards. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Here's Watson. They'll set up the screen. It's McLaughlin. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
First carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. To throw is Watson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Bengals drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. 2nd and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Here's Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This one into the hands of Burton. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now it's Burrow.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Here's Watson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. To Boyle here over the middle. Room to maneuver at the 35. Still going. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Burrow looking to pass.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
23 yards the pickup there. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now, their last two drives both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. So right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Watson now to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Joseph Osai
Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. Under pressure, they got him again.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
So we have reached halftime.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bengals offense and Jamar Chase set to take over once more. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw here.
That's taken in by Higgins.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line.
takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Zach Moss, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Browns offense and their quarterback Deshaun Watson set to take over once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Cleveland offense ready to go. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Back to throw, Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the gun, here's Watson. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And he is going to have the Browns first down, and he's going to have it by plenty, able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. Now it's 3rd and 5.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now it's Watson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Miles Murphy drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Able to find Higgins.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To the air again, Burrow.
Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
And Chase will go in motion left.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. His pass caught at the 4. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 3 quarters in the books.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Now they send a man in motion right.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bengals have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for the first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down. Now Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
An inside give, Brown. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Spencer, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And space tough to come by there. It's only get maybe a yard to the 37. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle here with Moss. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Second and 6.
Here we go.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Play number 9 set to come here. Drive on 3rd and 2. Here we go with Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play.
And he will have a Bengals first down. And it's celebration time on that sideline. And they've earned it.
That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth.
So the fourth down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40. Moss on the give up the middle.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Bengals, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.